if I don't want certain things to blow up in my face, I need to change, and it needs to happen now.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Weliftbig. I am your host, Bria Gabor, personal trainer, video podcast personality, and award-winning performer. My mission is to educate, entertain, and enact a stronger, happier you. Because when we put in the work to achieve habits for lifelong health and self-love, we open ourselves to the amazing opportunities that come with a life well lived. New content coming out weekly, so I need you to get up, fasten your shoes, and lift big.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of We Lift Big. I'm here to send you off with some Monday good vibes. And I'm going to be honest, last night was not a good night for me. And all I can say is bless this person's heart. I had a really good conversation with someone, and they just know how to put it to me straight and really just challenge me in so many beautiful ways. It was awesome, and I'm just so grateful for this person, and it inspired what I want to talk to you about today, which is a few things. First and foremost, just when you think you are making yourself uncomfortable enough, life just has this beautiful way of checking you. At least that's what really happened to me last night, is life checked me. So if I'm someone who constantly preaches, you gotta get uncomfortable, I need to make sure that is something I am practicing myself. And we like to do this little thing to ourselves where we try to convince ourselves that we are pushing ourselves hard enough and that we are making ourselves uncomfortable enough. I totally was doing this, and I got checked. And that's the thing. So especially when we are in a place where we are constantly pushing ourselves and making ourselves uncomfortable, we like to tell ourselves, hey, this is enough. I am pushing myself enough. I am as uncomfortable as I need to be, and therefore I deserve a particular outcome. Sometimes it is enough to just be there, and it is important to be there. And I've talked about that in the past with this podcast, is you are enough. You don't have to break records every day. You just have to show up. And there's times where that is okay. There's also times where convincing ourselves that we're pushing ourselves enough is just going to slap us in the face. And we need that reality check of, if I really want this, I need to recognize that this is a moment where I need to make myself even more uncomfortable. And the uncomfortability that I currently have is not enough for me to change. I need to be willing to make myself even more uncomfortable than I already am. Take myself kicking and screaming and just do the damn thing. And that is the only way that there is going to be change. And sometimes it's really, really just beyond uncomfortable to change. But if that's what it is going to take, that's what it's going to take. And I got checked on that last night. And another thing is just seeing things as they are. And can I just ask, why is that a bad thing? Like, I was thinking about it as I was driving to work this morning. I feel like sometimes when people say, oh, you have to see things for the way they are, there is this automatic assumption that the way things are is not good, that there's this kind of negativity around reality. And I just want to challenge that for a moment for myself and say, is that really the case? I think it's a good thing because it allows us to act without judgment or just any filter that we could put onto an action. That action is never as strong as it could be when we attach filters to it and when we attach judgments to it. Sometimes we just need to do the damn thing or just see it for what it is, because that is what is going to give us the clearest path for action. And life is this massive balance of seeing and acting on things as they are and seeing and acting on things as they could be. And if we want a particular outcome, if we want that could be, we need to constantly check ourselves and see where we need to get even more uncomfortable in our lives. And in my life right now, I need to recognize where I am not making myself uncomfortable enough in order to change. And I need to change what I am doing and put myself into a circumstance in which I create that change that I know I need. I also need to look at the parts of my life where I have just been busting my ass and give myself some credit, because I am not doing that. And I recognize that I am not good at that. I am not good at giving myself credit where credit is due. And I need to make change. If I don't want certain things to blow up in my face, I need to change, and it needs to happen now. It is so important to recognize when we're killing it and when we are doing well, and also look at the elements of your life where you just know you are not pushing yourself hard enough. And maybe you've gotten really good at telling yourself that you're pushing yourself hard enough, but the reality of things, the reality of the needle not moving, is a pure indication that you are not. And you need to be willing to get to that point where the change starts to happen. And that's when you know that you are pushing yourself hard enough and that you are getting uncomfortable enough. And that is the only way to know, is when that needle starts to move. Overall, thank you all so much for tuning in today. And I encourage you to go forth this week and just continue to create balance in your life. And don't be afraid to reach out to people when you need that second, third, fourth opinion, because it has helped me so much get my week on a better footing. And I hope it will do the same for you. So I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.